Happy Friday, everyone. Maria here from BFABU. It's a beautiful end of the day here in Atlanta. And you may remember that a few days back I mentioned that I was going to start doing these videos after I went to my corporate client, and there were some amazing questions that they asked for support over there. How can they feel, what kind of support they need to thrive, right? So I love doing that work. So I've been doing these videos in my business page, and you can also access them there or on my YouTube channel. But I thought this one is such an important one that I would do here, in my personal page as well. So here we go. So the question over here is, or the point is, need the support in emotional area which brings the team closer. So I'm guessing that this was anonymously provided to me, right? And then we put it out there, we had discussed as a team, and it was a great collaboration. So I'm assuming this could be one of the leaders in the company, and this is, again, a small organization. I've been seeing them growing, together from 4, 5, or 6 employees, and now they have many more. So anyway, so if this is an area, I think that especially now during COVID-19, there's a lot of emotions, a lot of stress going on, and bringing the team together becomes even more important during these times. And look, I've been seeing this organization, right, doing these monthly events, since 2017. So it was a great initiative by the owner, because he noticed from the beginning the stress was coming up. So having a wellness and health and fitness coach in can help. So my job over there is always, to bring the team closer, because when you create a vulnerable place where people can share and feel non-threatened, that brings the team together and allows them to share their thoughts, their concerns, and so on. So anyway, there's a few things that we discussed, and here I'm going to share a couple with you. That if you have a team, and this team, hey, could be your own household, right? It doesn't have to be your team in your office. I think it works regardless where you're implementing, because we're talking about dealing with emotions and people in general. So one thing is, the first thing we got to realize that we are going to be our best when we're able to feel authentic in our best self. So in order to do that, we need to create an environment that is just like that. It allows us actually to speak up without being threatened, without feeling like we're being judged, and so on. So we all have to be in the same page. And we got to kind of remind ourselves in that team environment that, hey, this is not helping us over here if I have one idea, if I have one concern, and I'm disregarded. A lot of times, I remember being in the workplace, in the corporate, and something, oh, that does not work. This is not, you're being too lame, or you're being this and that and that. This does not invite an environment to be vulnerable where people can share, and express their needs and their concerns. And when people do that, then that's when growth happens, right? When we're open to listen. So, one of the things that this organization is doing, it's a suggestion, is to continue to do what they're doing as far as bringing, individuals like myself to open up the team, right? To create that environment for them to have these tough conversations that is not happening in most places, right? And I see tough conversations meaning that we're able to open it up. Obviously, not everybody is gonna open it up, and that's one of the reasons that I decided to do this anonymously last time. And it says, hey, it has been tough. So how can I extract, what people need without putting them on the line? So everybody wrote, a little question, a little need, and then we discussed as a team without knowing who they were. And everybody won on this situation. Now, I won as a coach and a leader of the conversation. Everybody else in the space also learned from each other as we discussed this. So one is, do your best to continue to bring individuals from the outside, could be virtual or in person, if your organization is doing that, that is going to actually instigate this environment that is non-threatening, non-judgmental, and getting deep into the emotions of individuals to really learn what makes them happy, what is in their mind, what kind of support they need. Another thing is, look, when the question specifically says bring the team closer, right, in an emotional side. Look, one of the suggestions was also, hey, you guys bring the team, probably they have meetings, so how about instituting a weekly meeting? Could be a 30 minute, could be a 15 minute, could be an hour long, whatever they believe that is important to them, what they need. And in these meetings, you're gonna say, okay, for half of the time, we're gonna focus on what, each one of us, in the team did that was great, and kind of lift each other kind of spirits, right? To say, hey, you did a great job over here. And make sure that everybody in the team, especially if it's a small team, it's actually highlighted. Because no individual, it's like that salesperson, a lot of times the sales guy, or gal, gets all the prize, but that salesperson didn't get this sale by himself or herself. There is from the person, the customer service who answered the phone. There is that email follow-up. There is that, support from the technical team, right? Everybody is involved. And if we start thinking about it and says, okay, this was great that happened, and that person can say, hey, but I wouldn't have been able to do it, to the same level unless John over here helped me, unless Mary over here helped with that. And so think about it, how you can bring, the person's positions and jobs, their contributions to the table, and I think that really kind of lift up the spirit, right? It's an emotional boost that is going to allow everybody going forward saying, hey, my job matters. I don't care what you do in the company, your job matters, right? The other part of that meeting is to say, okay, for this week, our goal is, X, W, and Z. So if you start putting these meetings short as they are, even if they are like 10 minutes, right? Where you say 5 minutes is going to be on highlighting our successes and everybody's involvement on that. And the other 5 minutes is going to be about what is ahead and how we can stay tuned and work together to make those things happen. So these are a couple things that you can do. Bring the individuals, from the outside as much as possible to kind of lift and create and boost this environment that is going to be a non-judgmental, non-threatening, that is going to open it up people to talk, about their fears, about their successes, about what is worrisome to them, whatever is going on. And to create that environment that the team is learning about each other, so they know, okay, this is important to Mary, this is important to John. So, you can put strategies like that, and your team is going to be feeling much closer to each other. And second is, taking the time to boost each other's morale in the office, because that is going to carry a long ways in the team and the organization. So those are a couple things. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out at bfabbu.com or send me a private message, send me a text message, email. You can get all my information also at bfabbu.com. And if you want to, to bring me to your organization to discuss ways that I can help with a mental, emotional, and physical well-being of the team and organization, from speaking to team collaborations, I'm all about it. Reach out to me as well. If you want a one-on-one or group stuff, I'm all about it too. So I'm here to help you to thrive. So have a wonderful day, and until next time, be healthy and make good choices that is going to allow you to thrive in your life and your everyday decisions. So don't forget to reach out to my YouTube channel. You can like, I'm posting this stuff over there, and also on my Facebook page and Instagram. You got all that at bfabbu.com. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.